Okay, back again on the PS5 Pro. Yeah, it's that frame rate, man, upgrade is feels pretty good. So let me check my TV just to make sure. Yeah, it's funny. I was playing NBA 2K16 yesterday. Since that's I think the last version of NBA 2K you can play my career mode in without the servers, which is kind of annoying. Let's see here. Let me check me old. Here we go. We're at 22560 by 1440 at 119 hertz using FreeSync on my 2019 Samsung Q70R TV. Yeah, it's funny. I bought this TV right before the pandemic hit, and right between the change between the HDMI standard, which is a bummer. So it didn't quite have true HDMI 2.1 bandwidth or 2.1 bandwidth instead of 1.4. But Samsung somehow squeezed in the higher bandwidth on the HDMI, but it would only work with AMD Radeon cards in the features and FreeSync. And for some reason, my TV would never do 1440p 120 hertz. But now with the PS5 Pro, it somehow loves it. I'm almost tempted to hook up my PS5 again just to check again, but anyhow. Yeah, I'm just gonna figure out what we're gonna do today here. I think we'll work on the settlement though. Yeah, the game just feels more fluid. It's so weird. It's one of those things I don't know if you can tell in the stream because I'm streaming at 1080p 60 frames per second if lucky with the YouTube compression and everything. I actually went back and watched my first stream just to see how it looked, and man, I don't know. My PS4 I think streamed better to YouTube than my PS5 and PS5 Pro. And the funny thing is the PS4 overlay for YouTube streaming on the console is better than the PS5. Like, Sony, can you just give us some basic frickin' tools for us that don't want to use a capture card and an external rig? Like, that's the thing I loved about PS4 was it made game streaming and sharing, gameplay sharing so accessible and easy. Which it still is, but I don't get how you add more power and take away features. That's like the home screen too, you know. But anywho, that's me, old tech guy that just gets annoyed with seeing all the stuff they take away. Hey, wait a second, don't I have harmonium? I have like everything. Oh, I gotta put it in my inventory? It's funny how you can access stuff building from my freighter, but not for this stuff. Okay, this will take another hour. You know what time of day it is. I could cheat and turn my system clock ahead, but that's okay. I'll let the settlement progress naturally. I'm just curious to see what we make here. Oh, I'm still in debt. Yeah, I switched from my old place to this new one since it's closer. You know, I always send them out and they always die. But you know what? It's a new place, a new group. Let's see if they come back. 49 minutes, we'll find out if they get killed by some worm or something. Oh yeah, the ray tracing. I mean, yeah, the lights here look even better. This is like so much better. Wow. Yeah. Hang on. I'm molding so it look like at night. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely texture upgrades with the Pro version. Yeah, the ray tracing. I imagine that it's being implemented here at some point. I should look for some reflections. Where's my video? Oh well, I don't really care about that stuff, honestly. I just love how close this, all these little points of interest are. I mean, let's see how close are they. Let's get the light out. So, yeah, that just looks crisper overall than my PS5 version. I mean, I was playing that 2 days ago, and again, maybe it's a placebo effect, but it just, I mean, camera movement's so smooth. Okay, sorry. I'm in awe. I gotta find more PS5 Pro 120 hertz games now that I have my backlog. I might get Gran Turismo 7 just cause that's the thing when you have a higher refresh rate like 120 hertz versus 60 hertz in games like shooters and racing games and like fighting games like Ace Combat, if that did 120 hertz, you have a clear advantage over other people because of the smoothness and the frame rate you're getting. It's kind of literally hardware cheating in a way. I noticed that even going in the PS4 Pro era when I had 60 frames per second in like Destiny versus 30 against other people doing PvP, I noticed I was a lot better than I was until other people started getting PS4 Pros. Or you play against like PC and then you just get destroyed. But yeah, there's another one over there. There's this one. Wait. Oh, there's no. Oh my god, yeah, there's so many around. Then there's like a little tower over. There's a tower over there. And another one over there. Okay, sorry. Let's. But yeah, look at the fog and lighting here. This is definitely not happening. Like all the atmospheric effects are even better. So I think storms will look even worse. Like, well, more stormier. It's, yeah, everything. Weird. Anything that moves looks better. I feel like I want to get rid of this base and change it. I think we might delete this base and move. We're going to move bases on the Reddit planet system. Right now I'm on the main system, but I kind of want to go to the moon because there's a beautiful view with the Reddit planet in the sky with the rings. And to me these days, bases are all about the views. Okay, let's go scout a new location here. Let's see, which moon was I on? Okay, the rings are... Oh, I think it's this moon here. Let's see. Oh, wow. This is the planet. Try to get a horizon that has those planets on one side and the moon on, or the ring planet on the other. Oh, it's a frozen one too. Yeah, I wonder if these little settlement expedition, if they all die or if they come back with something cool. Odds are they all die. They always do. Okay, let's see here now. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a magnificent view I can find here. We'll try to get the ring planet so it's on the horizon, I think. It's funny, I had a base over here and someone else had one too. Okay, hang on a second. Ooh, this is a better plan to put a base on. Yeah, this one right here. Plus you got the space station. Oh, I was expecting a little better view. Let's see. So I want that on the horizon. And then planet sounds. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. I think this is gonna be a good spot. Kind of like flying through the clouds when I come into a planet. Oh, this is a water one. Oh wow. I haven't gone on water yet. Oh, overshot that one. It's funny in the atmosphere, the control. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah. Yay, 79 nanites. Okay, HG. You gotta add like a 0 to every nanite reward you give to users, because 50 nanites ain't gonna cut it. Look at all the settlements on this planet now. That's so cool. I almost feel like I should have maybe built my settlement on here. Oh yeah, look at that. You know what? I'm gonna leave my base here. It's nice having neighbors. Yep, definitely Zero regrets for buying a PS5 Pro for No Man's Sky alone, honestly. I'm gonna have another good 8 more years of playing this game. Oh, we're on the right side of this galaxy. Still in the search for a massive planet that it's like a gas giant, but it's an actual normal planet. And then it has all kinds of moons around it. But I want to try to find a paradise. I was looking for one of those originally, but the place I found in the hub otherwise was pretty perfect, the planet, so I had to... Wait, what day is today? Thursday? Okay, never mind. I guess I haven't been in a space anomaly yet with the Pro. I can't imagine it's any different, just smoother. Smooth. Butter. Okay, come on, let me talk to the vendor. It's funny how the... Ooh, some more plants. Okay. These are pretty. Oh, I was wondering what these are at. Oh, they're at them as bespoke ID flags, basically. Oh, hey, there's more. Oh, wait, no. Never mind, I got those. How much Quicksilver do I got? I never wear those anyways. Okay. Ooh, special rewards. Oh yeah, it's right, the Starborn Phoenix. Yep. Come on, let me... I think the things I haven't picked up I already have copies of, except for the companions, which I'm saving those. Just I have enough companions already. Starborn Runner, Vulture. I got like 6 sets of these I could build. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's go, Mr. Blobs. Give our space traveler a little something here. Okay, we're done gifting. I love being Space Anomaly Santa Claus. It's just fun. Okay, let's see here. Let's get away from here. People change the color back to white and blue again. I was trying to match it with... Actually, we'll switch ships to my Raza. My McDonald's Raza. My McDonald's delivery Raza. It's when I went back to like a old base I had where I was farming Raza ships at, and actually found a naturally spawned S-class of it. It only took me 3 sessions of 15 minutes. Not bad. Compared to like this frickin' freighter I got here, this S-Class, took me, oh dear lord, about 10 hours total of in-game time back and forth of doing the battle to get it. Ugh. There we go. Sorry. I do like this little ship, it's kinda cute. I just wish they would put a droid on other wing types, you know, or oh man, I wish they'd let you have the ability to add like a droid somewhere, you know, because I love that little feature on the other Razas, the wings, but I don't like the design of the wings that the droids are on there, ugly. Yeah, I just love the detail. I mean, look at the landing pads and the fact that the landing pads will come up and everything when you land, and yeah, details. Just the markings, and 11, even the number. I think my biggest request for next update is just the ability to repaint your authenticated ships without, you know, that would just be nice. Just, I hate having to break a ship down because I built it the wrong color, my custom ones I do once in a while. I mean, like, you know, expedition ones, leave those as is, but any other ship you found, you know, just let us repaint them. What do they call that? Transmuting or whatever? Okay, so. I should probably complete my expeditions I had sent my things on. Ooh, got some kind of egg or a sack of egg. I should give those away too. I have so many of those. And my freighter's already max upgraded, really, so. Yeah, I kind of wish, you know, we could use like all 50 empty slots or more. Or at least let me use it as storage. I guess I don't really need the storage, because I mean, I don't really need the storage. But it just seems like a waste of... The OCD is like, that's a waste of space. I still love this Atlantid. This thing, man, if you want to mine resources, this bad boy will get you 2.5, which you normally would any other multi-tool, with the same upgrades. And look at that, Deeplo. Actually, I gave it this name, Deeplo's Redemption. Seemed appropriate. But yeah, I got the full matching outfit now. It's funny though, this texture model here is always so dull looking compared to real. And come on, HG, fix the stat stuff here. Actually, give me more stats. Give me all my stats over here for my... I want this to be full of text and bars of all this stuff, what it means, where it's at. And here too, give me more. Like, How powerful is this? I don't know. Or this, I don't know. And this number here doesn't mean crap. Because this layout here, I can take and put on the neutron cannon, and this number will go up to like 49,000. But the reality is, it'll take me 3 times as long to kill a sentinel with it versus my pulse splitter that's at 8,000. Weird. Okay, so yeah, I've been playing this game since start the launch. You can tell. My complaints are not really complaints most people have ever, because they're like, what? Except for, the other people that are even more hours than I have. I think I have a combined, I'd say 2,500 hours in this game between my 2 to 3 saves. This save, though, is my 1,200. Year 1 still. I think I started this in 2016 still. Yeah, I started this save in 2016 in like December. Because I got to the middle with my first save, had her about 900 to 1,000 hours in. And then found out about the Galactic Hub and realized I had already gone to the next galaxy. And back then you can get back to the previous galaxy without starting a new game, and you couldn't have multiple saves either. So I decided, well, new game it is. Which I backed up the save, but I tried to import it into my PS4, and it basically corrupted save data, which I imagine, version 1.4 save file is not going to convert well to a 5.461 or 5.64. Hey, the Leviathan, I love that one. Oh, yes. The Son of Beauty. Huh. Did I name that? No, I think that was RNG. Some of the randomly generated names are like pretty decent, and some are just like, oof, that's almost bordering on racist or. Ugh. Some are super cringe or nonsensical. Yeah, I'm very tempted to go and buy like Gran Turismo 7 now, because I love racing games, but I don't know, Gran Turismo. I like realistic racing games because I have a little Mini Cooper JCW Countryman that's a hoot to drive, but there's something there's the part of me that I don't want to admit, but I freaking love Need for Speed racing games too, the arcadey ones. So it's like, I thought about getting Forza 5, but I don't know. I just can't justify paying that much money for a game that's been out for so long on the other platform. Same with GT7. I should have got it when it was on sale, actually. If it goes below $30, I'll buy Gran Turismo 7 or Forza 5. But I think till then I'm going to hold off. Yeah, I don't think I've bought a single new game in over 4.5 years since 2020. Because of all the free games you get on PS Plus, all the free games on Epic, all the free games you find on COG. And I have like AAA games too. I haven't played like Hades and Sifu and, well, not AAA, but very popular, highly rated games. Somehow I think I have every freaking Assassin's Creed game ever made on PC, which I don't plan on ever playing. The first 3 were good, and after that it just went. It turned into like the Madden franchise. That's the problem, man. I remember when Assassin's Creed first came out on the PS3 and how breakthrough that was. I should have seen it coming that was going to be a forever franchise that's going to be milked. Like, okay, for example, we're going to go on a rant here. We're doing another gaming rant because I'm old and I've been gaming since freaking Atari 2600, so I feel I have a little weight in the game, a little credit behind my beliefs and patterns I've seen in the industry. And yeah, but so I was messing around with my iPad yesterday, my iPad mini. I bought a little controller from AliExpress, a cheap Bluetooth game controller, and setting up some emulators, and just was going through all my emulator lists. I'm like, oh, look at that. Like I was going through from Nintendo up to what was it, 3DS, and oh my God, I just realized I counted over 8 copies of Super Mario Brothers that I had on those between those systems. And the thing is, you got to remember that every single 8 copies of those, they didn't upgrade through from the previous console to that console. I mean, physically with cartridges, you could play Game Boy games on Game Boy Advance consoles. But if you wanted the Game Boy Advance Mario, you'd have to buy the actual game again. So basically, what I was saying is, I've owned all those consoles, so I've bought Mario, like the original Mario Super Mario Bros. Game 8 times now. So where am I going with this? Nintendo. Nothing you offer these days is mind-blowing and game-breaking. It's just a rehash of everything. Same thing over and over and over again. I'm just sick of Mario. I'm sick of Mario Kart. Could give a flying F about Zelda anymore. Breath of the Wild, yeah, that was awesome. But finally, I mean, Link's Awakening, honestly, is more game-breaking, I think, than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is just a really Nintendo-ish open-world game. Skyrim, basically. The frickin' breaking mechanics of the sword and shield just annoy me so much that I literally put 40 games in. I did everything but the main quest. I had like a house and all the horses and everything. And then I just stopped playing after that because I got sick of the things breaking. Some of the mechanics are just, ugh, not a fan. And the fact that, is there voice acting in Super Mario World? Or Mario Kart World? Because, I mean, if you're going to be charging $80 for a game, you better be having some voice actors in your goddamn games. I mean, it was weird. I was playing a couple of games and there was voice acting in it, and I'm like, what? That's weird. But yeah, no, I'm fully done with Nintendo. Microsoft, I never really had I had a 360 back in the day. I hate to admit it, I got it for Dance Central, I think it was, the dancing game with Kinect. I got it mainly for the Kinect and seeing how that feature worked, because that was pretty cool. It was cool for their time. I mean, if they would have kept with that technology, like everything, it would have been even more amazing now. I mean, it would have been at the level of what their vision was when they launched it, if they would have kept going with it. Well, that's the problem with tech companies like Google. Google Glass, my big technology that I wish would have succeeded, and they could have easily, and should have, and God knows where we'd be right now. I mean, we'd have windshields in our cars right now with overlays, actually, because the technology would have been accelerated. But nonetheless, companies need to just see their tech through sometimes. Like, just, maybe take it off the mainstream shelf, but keep it brewing in the R&D department. Throw like a group of 20 people on it. I mean, what's that to a corporation? But yeah, I'm just baffled though. I think we're gonna see, I hope we see a day of reckoning for C-suites soon here. Like, we have all these companies that have these companies making billions of dollars, but you have these C-suite people at the top level that make the biggest fucking fundamentally idiotic decisions and don't get fired or any repercussions. No, they fire all the damn workers, which, do they realize a company that if they were to fire one CEO that's getting paid $40 million a year, that they could literally give every employee 5% raise? Because they're the ones actually doing the work. Again, remind me what CEOs really do besides fuck shit up and make horrible decisions. I've never heard a CEO go like, oh, they saved this company recently. All we're seeing is basically, it's like a collusion, actually, among the rich people now, I think, of the higher levels of working and employment, where they're all in this colluded game where someone can get fired from a company as a C-suite and instantly be hired at some other company, even though what they got fired for was basically failing. And they get a golden parachute out of it. It's like, what the hell, yo? That's so annoying. Like I've been going down the financial rabbit holes of lots of things in the world anymore, and man, private equity, holy crap, that's a ugly freaking world. Like you don't want to. Oh, that is so ugly. What I mean, that's what killed all the things that we loved from the '90s was private equity investors, like Toys R Us, Sears, who else? Which is it's sad. They destroy things just in the name of profit. Maybe we hit a saturation of greed and profit soon. Humans. Oh well, I'm just gonna go sit up in my chair here and look at this beautiful planet. Then again, what I shouldn't say much though. I am part of the problem too as a consumer, so I'm a hypocrite, I realize. But I'm staying true to my word though. I haven't bought a single Nintendo anything in 5.5 years now. And after that whole debacle with the Switch 2 and price going up, well, I put on Mew captain's hat and sailed the old seas, and now have, I think about half the Switch library sitting on an external hard drive offline. Don't you know it's nice to have? And screw them. You want to get greedy? We don't own the games? If we don't own the games, we're not stealing anything, are we? I mean, really. Explain to me then, if I don't own it, then how am I stealing it? Actually, that'd be one hell of a precedent setting a lawsuit to see. Especially with Ubisoft and I think Nintendo's too. I don't know if you guys have read the, oh my god, the EULA for Nintendo recently changed. And you probably saw it all with, talking about breaking consoles and stuff. Haha. Too bad mine soft modded all my Nintendo consoles or offline at the moment. But I don't think they get it, those people, like the higher ups. What they're doing is they're just screwing themselves over. Yeah, there's some, fanboys are gonna buy Nintendo crap no matter what. I mean, look at the 3DS launch. I bought a 3DS on launch. Man, what a fucking disappointment and what a overpriced piece of not that good of hardware, really. Like, the Vita just blew away the 3DS hardware spec-wise and just, I don't know, it's, again, another misstep by Sony. Proprietary memory cards, haven't you learned? But you know what that was for, because of the PSP getting hacked so bad right away on 1.5 firmware. And that's what caused them to stick with the proprietary and to make money. Which, looking back on it, if they would have just did an SD card, I think the Vita, even if it didn't have the library that it never had, would have still been way more successful. It would have became more like the PSP even was in Japan and US, I think. But the thing, too, that people don't realize about the Switch 2 right now, it's quite literally, it kind of is like the Vita launch, really. Or the whole Vita release cycle. Because the Vita at the time was super expensive. Again, this was back when I was buying everything at launch and was a tech adopter, and I bought the Vita 3G, and it was like, what? $389, I think it was. Yeah, and all it had was basically ports. I mean, and a couple of unique games, that showcased the coolness of what it could do with all the tech in it. Which still to this day, that console is a technology wonder. Oh, you know what? We'll just take this guy out for fun. But no, the Switch 2 is basically trying to pull a Vita type of launch. I mean, it's all ports right now. I haven't seen anything that's really unique to it within the first year of release. And there's so many, like, it's like Nintendo's PR group decided, hey, let's take every horrible failed launch that was cringe and let's make it all into one announcement over a span of less than a month. Like, it hasn't been a month since the Switch 2 fucking reveal went down and the fallout. Think about that. That is crazy how horribly bad the PR and image of Nintendo went in just less than 30 days by one announcement. Really. And like the whole game industry, like quite literally, we were talking about, industries collapsing recently, but now it's like, did they just I mean, they literally is like they pulled the hold my beer meme, like quite literally, just like, oh, Nintendo announced Microsoft, hey, our Series X and Series S doesn't sound that great. Let's make them more expensive because that's gonna help. Sony, we know you're next. I play on Sony. There's a reason I bought a PS5 Pro just this last week. It's because shit's gonna go up probably with them too. I hate to say it. Because you know what? The years of goodwill by the major game companies and hardware publishers it's a thing of the past. Until we have a major shakeup, which we're knocking at that door. This Christmas season is going to be an interesting one. I think we're going to see game sales down dramatically by Christmas. I mean, not just because of like Nintendo and greediness of the companies, but just because of the world and the economy and people's wallets, man. Game companies gotta be, I mean, it's like Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, all of them just think that, oh, we have unlimited pockets of money, unlimited amounts of money in our pockets, we have the money tree outside, and we'll just, forego milk and eggs and, rent, and I'll buy an $80 video game. Not happening, man. Not happening. And the whole, like, oh, inflation, you guys were paying, I paid $69 for Secret of Mana back in 1996, I think it was. Yeah, I know, that's a lot of money, but you know how many games I bought that year? Two freaking games. And you know what? Secret of Mana didn't have a day one patch. I mean, that game gave me 80 hours of gameplay easily. It was multiplayer too, even. And had secret hidden up mechanics in it too, which are crazy that you could exploit. Oh my god, I remember that so much. But yeah. So now, I'm just like, I don't know. Us gamers are gonna be just fine. I mean, I think every single person I've talked to has a backlog of at least 50 games from the last 4.5 years that are great games that they haven't touched or even barely just tapped into. So, you know what, AAA publishers, it's time for you to up your game. The fact that I'm playing this game here still, every day almost, 2 hours a day, I love space games. That says a lot. This was not a AAA publisher. This was an indie publisher. I mean, this game was made by a group of 40 people, and look what they could do. Yes, launch was a freaking catastrophe. Yes, they charge AAA pricing for a AA indie game. But the long term is, in the long run, we had no idea. We thought they were going to take the money and run, but they didn't. They committed themselves and did what no AAA studio has done yet recently. I mean, how's that Starfield game going, huh? Ooh, burn. How's the alpha, are we beta version now of Star Citizen finally? Did they finally release the single player game? I don't know. I'm kind of trolling, but I'm not actually. I'm kind of generally curious because I was curious in Star Citizen. I mean, back in, let's see, how long ago was that? 2015? 10 years ago? Still haven't got a beta release yet, or is it beta maybe? But Starfield, I don't know. I follow that just for fun. I don't have an Xbox, and my PC I don't have anymore, and I'm not gonna buy another console just for another game, which I totally get the whole cross-platform stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's entertaining in a way, just seeing the missteps of the industry right now. And it's awesome seeing the smaller teams being rewarded with great games that are unique. So, I mean, we are like in the 1980s. It's just an oversaturation of mid games that are not really just prettier graphics, maybe a little better physics, or I mean, we haven't even really seen the PS5, Xbox Series X gen of console games like that have been like, whoa. Or maybe we have and I just haven't bought them, but I haven't seen anything where I'm like, I need to go buy that. Like Oblivion Remastered. Yeah, lots of good reviews. I mean, I imagine it's amazing, but I mean, I played Skyrim the crap out of that. I'm okay not buying that. I'm good. And I'm not really a fantasy guy either. I'm more of a sci-fi guy. Then again, I'm a guy that just busted out the NBA 2K16 to play my career mode, so which again, I think that's the last you can play my career. So if you have owned any of the NBA 2K games from 2018 and newer, you can't play the my career modes at all. They're broken because they need server for the microtransactions. 2016 is the last one you can play offline. You don't get everything in the mode, like the coins and boosts or whatever crap, but you can still play it. So I had 2015 and 2016 versions of that game, and 2020 version, and 2023. And 2020 and 2023, my career modes on my PlayStation 5 4 don't work anymore because 2K turned off the servers recently, which is pretty annoying. And the sad thing is, NBA 2K16 looks just as good as NBA 2K23. Like, I think there are certain parts that are better, actually, like the presentation of the game and everything. But, so yeah, again, they became the NBA, man, NBA 2K. 2K used to be so good for sports, and then it's the inevitable cycle of the world, you know? Small team becomes successful, grows, becomes bigger team, eventually becomes the thing they're out to kill, and then some small team rises up and repeats the cycle. Why can't one company just be good overall and stay that way? Yep. Okay, sorry, I got into ranting and not playing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely the PS5 Pro enhanced version is definitely tapping into higher resolution textures. I can tell as I'm skimming here. I feel like it's the same. It feels like ultra settings on PC from what I've seen of streams. Just think how much it costs to build a PC to run this on ultra. Not cheap. I mean, my MacBook Pro M1 Max is 64 gigs of RAM. I can run this on, I'd say, low, high, or medium, high end to medium to high. I tried all high, and my fans were, oh my goodness. I was swapping, and it was, my CPU just isn't, I don't think, powerful enough for a GPU. Still, though, it ran really good. Looked great, just like my PS5 version on my Mac, and that's a 4-year-old MacBook Pro. Oh, if you're looking for a MacBook Pro to buy, and are thinking you want to buy a brand new M4, but aren't like a heavy YouTube renderer or doing any crazy 4K coding or any of that stuff, save your money. Buy a M1 or M3 version of the Pro and get a lot of memory and RAM, a lot of memory and storage. Because all you're getting with the M4 is a faster processor, yes, 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 but the memory's not faster. There's less memory bandwidth than actually the M1 Max that has the most memory bandwidth. The chassis is identical except for Thunderbolt 5 ports versus Thunderbolt 4 on the M1 through M3. Oh, you get nano texture options for your screen, which costs $150, I believe, add-on, and it requires you to custom build it, which will take over 3 to 5 weeks to get. How do I know? I had a custom M4 Pro build in for what was it, a 14-inch MacBook Pro M4 Pro CPU it was the bin version, I think, with 24 gigs RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. No, 512 SSD, and that was going to cost me $2,400. And then I started reading up on the reviews, and I'm like, you know what? That's just overkill for what I do. Like, I don't need an M4 Pro. So then I started looking at the older versions, and I realized that the best price point these days for a MacBook Pro is a 2021 14-inch or 16-inch M1 Max with at least anything that M1 Max models with 32 gigs of RAM or more. And the thing was, I should have got it though. So I got actually an M1 Max, 64 gigs RAM, 4 terabytes SSD in it. But I did see an 8 terabyte one, which would have been $200 more what I paid, but I never got it in time. So yeah, I basically paid $1,400 for this on eBay. It had 34 battery cycles on it, charge cycles, 100% battery health, perfect physical condition. Like the person they bought this from, this place that I bought it from, the person must have been like me where they just had it in a dock all day closed. And yeah, so yeah, what a deal. So I saved $1,000, got 64 gigs of RAM. I can run local AI models like way better on this probably than an M4 with just 24 gigs of RAM. I mean, the processor in modeling would definitely help. It has a neural engine if I want to use the AI stuff, which I am. And massive amounts of storage, 4 terabytes, man. My previous MacBook Air, I had a 2 terabyte in there, and man, once you go 4, like I only have 1.5 terabytes left on my Mac right now. I'm a data hoarder though. Uh, where was I gonna go? Where's my cloud place again? But yeah, so I got so fed up. I'm a computer guy too, so I've been dealing with Windows since frickin' 3.1 DOS, I guess. Windows 98, 95. And I gotta be honest, Microsoft, my god, how do you fuck up Windows 11 so bad? Like, seriously, just extend support to Windows 10 for another decade. That operating system works. All the I worked in IT prior to like caregiving for a mom for 20 years in IT. And I was really good at my job. I'm gonna brag about it. I am really awesome at my job in computers. I was the guy that deployed software packages to the users, so I'd push out a full update to your Microsoft Office suite without you even knowing it got updated. I retained all your settings, all that stuff. So I knew how to manipulate software really well. Like I know all the flags, how to use Autoit, batch file scripting, all that crap. And Microsoft. Ever since Windows 7, it's been in shitification. Problem is, again, it's the boards. It's publicly traded companies and stockholders that think all they want is profit. They don't understand the damn industries. And they make profit for like 6 months, but the problem with, again, investors and private equity groups, there's no long-term goals or mindsets ahead. It's, let's profit now, burn it to the ground, and who cares, I'll move on to the next thing. And that is the problem right now. Boards on companies need to start realizing that when you bring in these financial gurus and people, they don't care. They're there for 6 months to a year. They're going to make their 6 to 7 figures doing bull crap, basically the shitty work you don't want to do about firing people that you need to fire, but just want to call it a restructuring. Yeah, so basically management can't man or woman up to do their own job, so they hire someone for 6 to 7 figures to do it for them. When the reality is they just talk to anyone that's been with the company for 10 years and they could pay them $10,000 more a year and they could have the same exact results with less pain. I just don't get it. It's like people in charge just are idiots anymore. But again, assuming that I know what I'm talking about too. I'm an idiot though. At least I admit it though. Like, there's a lot of things in the world I have no idea about, and when I don't know something, the first thing I'll ask you is, can you explain that to me, or I'll have to go look that up, because in my opinion, the signs of an intelligent person is the ability to admit that they don't know something and their curiosity to understand how it works. not to be arrogant. That's like the whole like alpha male thing with these. I feel so bad for young men right now. Oh my God. It's so tough for them at times. The crap and the algorithms that pulls them into like some horrible, horrible beliefs towards women and the world. Like, no, the world's not out to get you, young men. Just stop. Just stop. You're just awkward. I was awkward. Things are just weird. It's growing up, man. I mean, it sucks. Life's crazy. But if it was easy, would it be any fun then? Well, I guess it would be, but we're not gonna go there. That's too deep a philosophical level for me right now. But no, I tell my coworkers and peers, I'm in my mid-40s, but I literally pulled out my student loan information. I've been at my mom's, farm getting all my stuff out of there and going through it, and I ran into my student loan and repayment information from 2021-22. Well, yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean it's, I don't know, just because it's 8% of women that want divorces, doesn't, I don't know. I don't think that statistic means anything, really. It just means that people just aren't happy with their situations, and nowadays I think people are getting a little smarter about not being in unhappy situations. But I think also at the same time it's gone to an extreme where, there's always going to be, not good not good, but I mean like, conflict. Not like violence, not like, verbal abusing, but you're not going to always agree with someone, and that's okay. But it's, I think, when it's abuse and on that level, yeah. But I think another problem too is a lot of people don't. It seems like people rush to get married. Like, I don't get it. I'm a single guy. I mean, I've had girlfriends. I guess my last relationship was 6 months, but I like to be alone. I mean, it's something. It's just who I am. Like, I'm a very social being. Like, I'm an outgoing extrovert. But the reality is, I like to be alone too. Like, half the day I would like to be alone, but then on the weekends I'll go out and hang out with my friends for 12 hours in a day and play with their kids, run around, be the cool 40-year-old that's kind of trying to keep up with 10-year-olds and then realizes he smokes too many cigarettes. But, yeah, it's, I don't know. If you can be happy, if you can be happy, the world's going to be easy. If you can be happy single, being with someone else is going to be, that's just a bonus, I think. Then again, that's a whole different world too, though. Cohabitating a space and, it's a lot of sacrifices are given up with relationships, and I hate to say it, that's why I'm single, because I'm kind of selfish in that regard, and I admit it, though. But I'm also not going to pretend like I'm not that way, which is the problem I think a lot of people have, is that they think they want a family, they think that's what they should be doing, but deep down inside, they don't like kids. I've seen it. I can see it in fathers that are out with their kids at times, and they just look like, you know what, I wish I was in my garage having a beer, working on the car, and not having a family. And, I get it. That's okay, but you should have made that decision earlier in life, and I don't know. But I say to each their own, I'll support you, just don't lean on me to fix your mistakes that you make. I'll help you the first few times, but I give it 3 tries. After 3, I'll empathize, but I ain't gonna actually actively help you. I mean, that's, at some point you gotta be responsible, the FAFO kind of, methodology. I grew up with parents that were farmers, and my mom's biggest motto was, common sense will always tell you. And oh man, mom before her dementia kicked in, we'd always talk about, as time went on, not so common, she'd always say, ain't so common sense anymore. But, like I always like to preface all this stuff with, every generation, every group of people, kid, adult has said this and throughout history, I imagine, you know? I mean, think about it. Like, think about like the Greeks back in the day. I mean, I started realizing like we're shifting dramatically again now to like and talking about the future of our world. And there's a lot of people I think in this world that can't see a world in which we don't actively work as our main purpose of life. Like they don't. A lot of people, older generations especially, can't see a purpose in life without working. Like they feel like I need to be working busy, 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 busy all the time to be of value in society. I don't know. Why do we have a society that values work so much? Why are we making it such a proud thing to just persist? You know, I think about like the Greek days. Think of all the things the Greeks, the foundations for everything in the world of our knowledge system, scientific system, religious, ethical, belief systems, everything. Basically kind of really originated from that era. And you know what they did a lot in that era? They just sat around, talked, enjoyed life. Well, the rich ones. The philosophers that were allowed this right to do this, where they actually valued in society these people that could think and talk about this stuff. But that's all they did. And imagine if we had a planet where we could, you know, anyone could do that. I mean, we're going to always have bad people in the world and always going to have people taking advantage of things, but why do we punish the greater good for the select few bad people? You know? If they're going to be that way anyways, screw it. Let's just do it anyways. Do everything for the better of the good. Of course. Hey! Sweet. Let's go back. I don't know. I'm a hippie, but I also believe in individualism too. You know, you can't eliminate the individual while appeasing the group. That's the problem. You know, that's that thin line, the tricky balance you got to find in life and society is, you know, looking at the overall good, the wellness of the group, while at the same time retaining the individuality of ourselves. I mean, that's. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's like communism, right? And all, even capitalism and democracy and everything, you know? It'd be all anarchy if we didn't. That's the thing with libertarianism I kind of have an issue with, I guess, that whole thing, but I got mine, F you, you know, kind of thing at times, but that can be true with every system, so. But though, there's one thing I really would like to see just fucking be gone, and that's Christianity. I'm sorry. Oh my god. It just needs to disappear. A lot of the religions need to just disappear anymore. All you've done is brought hate and control. Like the Vatican. Roman Catholic Church. My goodness. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you are in college and have a free elective or two, take a course in like the philosophy of religion or the rise of civilizations. It's quite awe-inspiring. It's quite fun seeing how economies started, you know? Makes you wonder if I don't get. How did humans become like we are? Like, how did we create scarcity-based societies? Why? Or how did that... I guess it's a social strategy, probably. It worked. You survived, your genes passed on, you know, the whole Darwinism, evolution is, I guess, factors, but yeah. A lot of things. You know, I'm gonna go sit and fish. Be right back. Okay, I had to heat up some more coffee because obviously I love coffee. Oh, the water. Look at that. It's like, it's a pretty hue, isn't it? Okay, well, actually, we'll go back to the settlement and build another something. See if the sentinels are attacking. Yeah, I think my big like theory I had, like when No Man's Sky launched, and I still hold it true, and I see it as potentially the future down the road, 10 years from now, if it's still this game's still doing its thing. I still think it could be like literally the back end system for future game engines, like kind of like the Oasis in Ready Player One type of thing, where No Man's Sky itself is the universe in which all games exist, and then game developers build their games on the worlds, the planets and systems, and then you can have it all interconnected. Right? No. But I doubt that'll happen. But nonetheless, I mean, the way they keep adding stuff. Anyway, let's see here. What have we got? Oh, did they make it back my settlement? Oh, jeez. At 37, I think, before. 47. Hey, they didn't die. Place to hide. You know what? We offer refuge, of course, always. Okay, what system are we in? Corvax? Oh, let's see. My keyboard here. What should I call this place, huh? Well, it's a nice, friendly neighborhood. You know what? Maruta Pass is actually decent. There you go for now. That way I remember where I'm going. Okay. Wait. There's anything else I had to do. Let's see, I have some work going on here. I don't think I'm working on building something. There we go, a little melee boosting. Okay, I should practice that here. Yeah, it's a little harder with rocket boots to do the melee boosting where you melee jump, and right when you land, you melee jump again, and it will literally like slingshot you. It's kind of crazy how fast you can get going. Yep, rocket boots. Nope. And timing. There we go. One more. Yeah, look at that. That's what you call melee boosting, huh? How far did we get? 405 views, not bad. Yeah, I'd say like the textures just they're crispier. They definitely have to be higher resolution because everything just looks so much crisper, which makes sense because that's one of the PS5 Pro's big selling points is that the PSSR will help upscale and sharpen textures. Not as good as I guess the AMD NVIDIA solutions. But most likely, the PS5 content we saw of the GTA 6 trailer was probably utilizing that early engine upgrade that I've been hearing about, code upgrade. But yeah, it's I'm gonna get spoiled now. It's gonna be hard playing. I guess I put my PS5 away. I guess I don't play on my PS4, it's just kind of there to have. I feel like I should put a base around here too. Oh yeah, textures are definitely better. Oh my gosh, yeah. Downfall is the draw distance still about the same as on PS5 normal version. And rendering whatnot like that, but it seems like when you come into a planet, any of the floating islands will render basically right after you get past the clouds, or even into the clouds. So it's definitely faster. And the things it renders in the background, you can see there's more like actual assets, like RGN assets out there. Whereas it normally would just be like flat looking. Or it'd be stuff that you can't even mine really. Yeah, look how crisp that looks. I mean, that is super crisp. I mean, I had my PS5 set up to do 4K, max 60 frames per second. And right now I have my PS5 Pro doing 1440p. So between 2.5K basically, as we call it. Yeah, but just crispy. I think the thing that got me right away though was just when I was moving the camera around first time with the 120 hertz mode is like it's cool. It is so smooth that way. Like it's hard to explain. Yeah, it's one of those things again. Like people say 8K, you gotta see it. Same with HDR same way. Well, you can kind of show HDR a little, but unless your device doesn't support it. But yeah, definitely 120 hertz, 90 hertz, modes. You definitely have to see in real life since you can't, again. Yeah. One of those things. It's like 3D, right? It's like VR. You can explain it all you want. But until you actually see it, then you know. Then you get it. I mean, to me, I tell people, what is VR? VR is scale. Just the perception of scale, I think, is the most amazing part about VR. And this game alone, which I need to get PSVR 2 for. Oh, I gotta change my vector's tail. I got these red ones these days, and I just don't like them. Let's see. No purple. I wish I could choose which of these starship trails that would actually be active. Well, I'll take a notch off my... Hang on. Okay, let's see which one's that. I think it's going to be the rainbow one, probably. Ah, yeah. So if I get rid of rainbow, now it'll be the golden one, I think. There we go, that's what I want. And it matches. Thing is so maneuverable. Oh! As I said that. But yeah, see like see how high we are. It's definitely easier to find points of interest now, I notice. Like they really pop up. Oh, what's that over there? Must be a meteor. Oh my god, this planet is like just holy, there's just things everywhere around where I am. Look at that. 1 point of interest. There's another point. Oh my goodness, right here, here. I'm glad I made a base here. I feel like points of interest are going to be the next update's going to be all this stuff here. It's going to be, I think, a bigger, hopefully, generalization set. Additional tasks, hopefully. Ooh, maybe subplots or yeah, just look at all this stuff in this area. What an area, though. I guess that's why I picked this area. I mean, that's like a true neighborhood. Holy crap. These guys right here. I think there's like a crashed freighter nearby too. It's like I have one of every point of interest around me. Hang on, monolith. I feel like I can see more stuff flying too easier. Again, might just be the placebo effect of a new console and looking for new things to see, right? Oh, those are pretty. Ray tracing though. The ray tracing upgrades for games that supported is pretty. It can be noticeable at times. I'm not sure what Grand Theft Auto Online is, if that's only 60 frames or if that can do 120. Oh sure, now I'll do the best. Oh wow, I love that. Oh, just this thing is so OP. Oh, that's right, I did the infra. Hey, what's this here? Oh, supply depot? No. Yeah, if they could make all of those points of interest like randomly generated and unique, oh my goodness, that would bring a whole another level to the immersions, I think, of it. Yeah, we're just gonna cheat. Well, not really cheat, but I have extra keys always on me. Oh, it's like right here. Oh, I wish I could fill all. Okay, let's refill all of our stuff. God, every once in a while, after an update, when this menu, quick menu, will forget itself. Like, you'll be doing like what I'm doing now, and you'll go back, and all of a sudden you'll be on like gestures. I'm like, what the heck? I think we're good now. Yep. What kind of nuts did we get? Error. Yay. Oh, I found out something too from somebody, a comment I didn't know about. I should have known. I gotta find one of those big trade archive, colossal trade archive places. And I guess the poems give you descriptions to glyphs to go to a secret world, right? So, maybe I'll try to find one of those here. Oh my, see, look at that. Point of interest there. It's right there. Oh, hey. Wow. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna land here. Yeah, there's just point of interest everywhere in this area of the planet. Yeah, it's like I got caught in, what was it, a dust storm, I think, one time earlier yesterday, and yeah, the volumetric effects are pretty phenomenal. No slowdown. Okay, we'll just get some cruising. Bet it's gonna be by a mountain, I feel. Crash it. See, there should be a crash ship there, in my opinion, if it's smoking like that. There it is! Haha, look at that! Well, I'll be dang. That worked, surprisingly. I don't know how that worked, but we'll take it. Oh, nice parking, dude. All the parking ramps, and he parks right there. Oh yeah, the lighting here looks good. Ooh, I think I actually have something to put in here. I think. Let's see. Ah, biological sample. I'll give them the evolved seedlings. That's cool. It's locked now. Okay, how much is it worth? $1 million, maybe? 30 sprouts. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, 1.7 million. Not bad. Okay, let's go do this lore thing. I wanna see if I can figure this out. Let me get a screenshot of this. Ancient audio. I guess right. I did. Oh, this is the... Okay. The world of glass. Ooh, that's dark. Yeah, the lore in this game is pretty dark. Like, existential, like, crisis you'll start having. As a philosophy guy, though, I really enjoy the text, actually. Just the whole premise of this whole game is something I think about quite often. I talk with AI about AI and philosophy, which is hilarious and fun. It's kind of funny, like, people, I've been talking, well, I'm right now trying to get a job. Well, not trying to, but I should be trying to look for a job soon here. Since I'm right now currently on a break after my caregiving stint to get a mental refresh and just get myself back into a routine that's not caregiving. It's kind of funny. People don't realize, like, being a caregiver, like a 24/7 hour one for your mom or relative or loved one or whatever, is changes your life and how you look at life and everything, and it kind of puts you in your own little world. Is what it does. I realize, like, I'm a part of the world, but I felt like I was sitting on the outside of the world watching it move on as my mom and I stayed in our world, a bubble that was kind of just frozen in time, purposely in a way, to kind of help her maintain sense of safety and comfort and just, you know, knowing that she's home and where she should be. So, but in that regard, I've been talking to my friends and they've been, you know, asking me if I'm looking for a job, and so far I have like 5 or 6 friends that have told me basically give me your resume. They're looking for AI people, and I was like, so what are they looking for? And they're like, well, they just want people that know how to write good prompts. I'm like, well, I'm good at talking to AI. But it's kind of funny right now. We literally are in an era of AI where if you know how to ask AI the right questions to get the right results, you have yourself a job. Isn't that funny? Which is ironic, because that's kind of like on Reddit. I noticed that. Like, these basic questions people ask on, like, various subreddits I'm on, I'm like, I literally go to Bing, Google, wherever. I do multiple web searches, and just do a basic search and find, like, the first result below the ads. And sponsored links. I'm like, do people not know how to search the internet anymore? Which says a lot about Google and the search web engines, right? And the internet. That I should be asking that question. But, so yeah, it's crazy, the world. I don't know. I mean, if there's any young people out there, not going to be Mr. Ramsey, but seriously, invest $1,000 in a S&P index fund right now. And just let it sit for 20 years. You'll thank me in 20 years. You'll have more money than any of your friends probably will in retirement. I got a buddy that I went and had happy hour with, and him and I worked at the law firm for 15 years, and he's been there now 20. It's crazy. We're kind of just, you know, casually talking about our 401ks and everything. I'm like, yeah, my 401k got nailed, and haven't put anything in it, and had to borrow from it for the COVID stuff and to pay my bills and whatnot. And he's like, well, makes you feel better. I'll probably die before I see any of mine, and I used up 1.2 million already. I'm like, holy balls, damn, can't imagine. But it's fine. Yeah, I did like budgeting recently, and I calculated that it literally would take me, I would need to make approximately $2,200 a month to survive and live the lifestyle I live right now. Minus barring any major purchases, which I don't. I'll have my condo paid off here in about 3 years, and then my car's been paid off for 2 years now already. And that's only a 2019, so So I'm gonna be living a frugal life of playing lots of video games, hanging out with my friends, and being good role models to their kids, hopefully. And yeah, my life isn't about getting rich anymore. It is about getting rich, but not in money, that is. It's in experiences in life, I guess, as cheesy as that sounds. That's one thing, as you get older, you realize the most valuable thing in life is time, not money. Money just helps you buy more of it, or allows you to do with your time as you please, I guess. And another thing I've learned too is that don't put all your eggs in long-term investments, because you're going to get penalized if you need that money, and you can make pretty decent money just on high-yield savings accounts if you have enough assets. So, 4%. Okay, if I had any advice right now for anyone younger, I would say, 1, open up a Fidelity Cash account, management account. It doesn't cost anything. Put $50 in there. No matter what, that $50 is going to make 3.9% in interest. That money sits in your checking banking account. That money's going to make you 0.01% interest. So let's say $100,000. Just letting that money sit in there for a year would be $4,000 a year. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see society in the future, Automation and robots, man, and cyborgs. Yeah, it's interesting. You should, if anyone's interested, there's quite a few YouTube videos these days talking about that stuff, and some good, some not so good. And I just love the space station. It's hard as heck to see anything inside. Actually, it's not too bad. Oh, see inside. I remember when space stations just had 2 areas and hardly any lights. Yeah, once you get stuff from these, they are... Hey! I can have my dirty sprouts. Sure. I don't know why I do that, because I think everything. Let's see, what are the guild? Explorers Guild. I'm max ranked, of course, so... Oh, I think I still have a few autofound words left. 878. $2,500 systems mapped. Not bad. That's probably only since this started, too. Holy crap. Jeez. $2.1 billion units. That a boy. It's kind of fun looking at stats, Kind of wish we had odometers, though, on our spaceships to know how far we have jumped. I think the hardest one of these was this one. Basically, I found a planet, I dug a big hole in it, and stocked up on carbon and, what is it? And hung out for a day. Ooh, I'm so close to 4,000. Huh, nice. Yeah, the knowledge, though, all the stuff there is. I forgot these had their own knowledge, too. Mainly poetry. Actually, I want to find... yeah, funny thing is, my first game save I had all the plaques and monuments for all the races done. But this one I only did the think I did the Korvax mainly, and then started working on the Viking and Gek. Yeah, those little Gek, man, they are fucking evil little fuckers. Holy shit. And the Korvax, man, they got the shit of it all. They got enslaved by everybody. I mean, they had their moments too, but they, were trying to take out the Gek, but I get why, though, because the Gek are just trying to colonize the whole galaxy, basically. It'd be kind of neat, actually, if they had, if they just released, a ebook novel of all the text and everything and arranged it in, a chronological type of order. So that'd be rather interesting to read, or make an audio novel of it. I don't know, something like that I would totally buy. So it's so hard to keep track of, too, throughout the years of added lore and gameplay and all that stuff. So it's Oh, Journey Records. Nice. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. There's more. Oh, these are all the main quest parts. Yeah, or have an app on my phone or tablet I could actually look at stuff on, like when I'm sitting on the toilet. Be kind of cool. Man, I've been to a lot of these too. Thank you, Traveler Child. Parts 3, though. I wonder if it's going to be the conclusion of this. Honestly, I was pretty disappointed in Expedition 16 being no callouts to the number 16 in the game, I was like, that's an opportunity, HG, come on. Yeah, I can't like how I have all the words. I wonder if I didn't know the words, would it show the words? I think, let's see here. I want to find out that it's the archives, I believe. Not a boundary failure. Because these are a whole different set of. I like that universe is 13 far removed from Universal. So basically, they created the Sentinels to watch over the universes they created and govern them to keep peace and balance throughout them all. So I'm trying to figure out how the Gek, Viking, and Korvax, I gotta remember their beginnings now. Hang on. Ah, the first spawn. Let's see. We are the masters of galaxies, the overlords of the cosmos. Each foe will submit with bended knee to the almighty Gek dominion. We are the first spawn. Look upon our works and despair. These are fun. Hey, Stanley, what's up? We had a good chat the other time. I'm always baffled, actually people watch my streams once in a while. Yay. It's kind of fun just talking to people. If anything, I just like having recorded records of my thoughts as they're flowing out loud. Or spurting. Oh, this actually does portray the whole ancient Geks. Beast of the Field. Oh yeah, they totally did a whole, yeah. Did a bad thing, say least. Purged a man. No, I was actually looking into that now. I was trying to remember exactly what you're mentioning about that. So that's one of those, one of the tags I don't have for my character is visiting the world of glass. I think it's the world of glass you end up in. So I'm trying to figure out planetary archives. Yeah, exactly. It's funny, I always start my streams off with the idea of what I want to do, and I never end up doing it. This is my squirrel mission today. I just gotta remember. It's on my other PS5. I didn't transfer those. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to get to those. So that was the archive. Wouldn't be any of this stuff. Wait, planetary archive related to. Okay, let's. Oh, I was just trying to find if it had kept any of that text from the archive in our knowledge base here. In the games knowledge base, or whatever. Oh, is this it? Oh, these are just the poetry. Sing. I still gotta finish this one, looks like. Okay, let's see. One more check here. Oh, hey. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is this it? 2, 1, 2, 3, 9. How many glyphs are there? Okay, let me screenshot this. Ooh, that might be it. This might be it right here. Planetary archive. I feel like we're onto something. Oh, nice! Heck yeah. You got an S-Class, so that's awesome. That's my problem, is I haven't built a staff yet because I can never find the right color yet. And every time I go build one, I always think of a different color. I don't know, it's like the whole FOMO in me making a staff, even though I have all the parts and I could buy the parts again. I'm just like, I'm perfectionist, I guess. Okay, I need to go back to a portal here, one of my bases. Let's see. Okay. We'll go back to the old school Hub 3 portal villa. Ooh, we could go to. No, we're gonna stay in this galaxy. Yeah, we'll see if I can. I'm not gonna look it up online or anything. That's one thing I like try and do with this game is try to find out everything naturally, unless I get really, really stumped and have spent hours. I'm trying to think of what I did. Oh, I had to do that for living frigates again, because I totally forgot how to get those, because I thought it was with that aerial thing. Nope. Oh, interesting patterns. Yeah, it's like when I was looking for my Atlantid tool, I kept finding B classes and trying to get the S class, and then when I found the S class, it was like in a different color though. No, I think it might be a pattern, because there's a lot of patterns people find, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see how this base looks now with a PS5 Pro. No, I swear to God, everything is crispier. Like, the detail is sharper on the PS5 Pro Enhanced patch. And the lighting effects just look phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's fantastic. Let's see, is there a real metal reflection I can look at? I mean, yeah, I think those definitely feel like they're... Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is like this was one of my first ever really bigger bases, I guess. I mean, I've been on this planet for 6 years now. This planet has gone from, oh boy, it's been through a lot. It started off as a paradise planet with superheated storms, and went to like a fungal, toxic planet for a bit. And then finally came back to what it originally was, with bioluminescent grass. It's actually, and plants too, which are really pretty. And, oh yeah, bioluminescent water too. This is a pretty planet. I mean, only downfall is the storms, and of course the rings right there, planet, and portal. Yeah, definitely. Send it, if you, yeah, throw it in the comments on my video here or whatever, or message me or whatever, however, or message me on PSN too. I think I accept messages from anybody, so. I'm SteveMonkey420, obviously, there too. Okay, let's see, how many glyphs are there again? I always forget. Activate. So we have 1, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16. Oh, yeah, I should have known that. Trying to figure out how many are in the portal address. So that wouldn't make sense with what I've seen then. Actually, hang on. Let me just count them. I need to get my portal address anyways. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 glyphs total. Okay. 12 glyphs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 9 here only. This would be. Man, it's dark though. Well, let's just go find one, I guess. Try to again. How did I find that? Let's do it this way. Man, look at all the... What's going on down here, guys? Man, yeah, the lighting is... I mean, look at the spotlight. Oh yeah, sorry. I get caught up looking at stuff in this game all the time. Yeah, if I get VR2, PSVR2, it's gonna be over. That's... Gravio. Flying style. Not the Millennium Falcon ship. Now, where's my droid on this thing, right? Is there a droid? No. God, those particle effects look good. Okay, maybe I should go back to that planet I was on. Yeah, some interest around here. I swear, like, points of interest are just rendering more often and closer together now. I mean, that's good draw distance. Sweet, thank you. Alright, have a good one. I might have to do some more digging offline, actually online about that list stuff if I can't figure anything out today. Actually, I need to go too and probably have some dinner. They say eating's a good thing. Hang on, one more point of interest. It's always the last one. Or not. No. I mean, look at all the meteorites now. Holy moly. Oh, thanks, buddy. Well, thanks for swinging by. I always enjoy chatting with you. It's funny, you know, how many good conversations I have on YouTube. Like, I'm glad I'm a tiny channel. I get quality commenters and viewers. I appreciate it. And let me know if there's like too many ads, because I try not to put any ads on there, but I think YouTube just does it. So, anywho. Okay, one more pass here, and then I think I'm just gonna. Nope, manufacturing plant. It's gonna be around like a hill like this. If there's gonna be one. I'd like to render around hills. Oh, look at this pretty area. Holy crap. This would have been a nice. Oh, wow. You could build a heck of a. Like a beach home, beach neighborhood here. Yeah, that's quite the decent terrain generation compared to, like, you know, early days. Islands, water, probably some deep underwater tunnels even too. You can get to deeper water. Okay, well, let's go to this thing here. Let's see how this loads in here. Yep, lots faster. This is a boring one though. Oh, that's slow. Ah. Definitely loading in, rendering is still not as good as it could be. It's a pretty cool location for a trade. Okay, we'll talk to the people here, see if they can point me in the right direction. You know, I'm gonna give you a gift. Oh, sure. Practice some language skills, huh? Okay. Assault. Grr! We win. Okay, well, never mind. Yes. I don't think people realize they added this trade routes and stuff. Like they added a whole economy aspect to this game that I don't think anyone uses, me included. Let's see what this does. Okay, locate advanced material. Okay, we're gonna follow this once. Okay, mission is to go here. High supply, scientific. Oh wow, you'll find your rich systems probably doing this too. AKA having better chances of S classes than exotics to spawn. Up 3. Yeah, this ship looks even better. Okay. Market serve. So I bet after I buy a bunch of this stuff, it'll show me another place that's buying these things for more than I've bought them or something. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually done any of these economy stuff like this, so we'll see. What do you say, advanced? Sure. Okay. No. Okay. Ooh. Squirrel. Hang on. I could have stayed in my ship, I guess. It's a really nice looking yellow color scheme. I like that symbol inside too. Okay. So I bought goods now. What do I do next, I wonder? Oh, that's all? Okay, that's weak. Hey, what's up here? Oh, a Sentinel mission. I swear, though, this game sometimes it's like... I imagine it's like taking me, if I was a dog, on a ride in the country and among a field of squirrels. Squirrel! Squirrel! What are they doing? Squirrel! Well, I guess we should try some stuff, huh? We're gonna go old school, like, use the fade themes. Not sure if this is very upgraded. We'll find out. We'll take out the engine first. They're not bad, but they... Oh, get out of the way, dudes. Hang on. Fine. So where's my trenches at now? It always takes me a second to find the trenches. Hang on, let's get some pictures though, because this is badass looking. I mean, look at that, how cool that looks. And they got rockets too, man. Oh, Oh, I need to get a better picture than this. Ah, I'm in a bad spot. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Okay, fine. We'll just take it out. Oh, look at that guy just, like, teammate. Oh, I know there's missiles inbound. Little style. Down. There's the other trench we'll go through. Yeah, y'all. We saved them. We don't take surrender. Oh, crap. Never mind. The tractor beam. He got me. You know, actually, now I think of it, the one thing I would love to see in the next update is the ability to warp together with other people. I just want to be able to have a scene like at the end of the Battlestar Galactica series, miniseries, the beginning miniseries they did, where they all warp up from Ragnarok. I just would love to be able to have that ability, kind of like in Elite Dangerous. I think it is where they did. I've seen a few times where they all go to one spot in space together. It's just so cool, so cool. Oh, look at that. Much more do I gotta shoot it, I wonder. Oh, that's not getting out. That's my cue to get the heck out of there. In space, there is no up and down, right? There we go. I've seen better explosions. Well, that was a wash, the whole economy thing. Well, I think we'll go park in the... Oh, jeez. Bad driving there. Oh, that looks so much like Earth, doesn't it? Oh, jeez. Here we go now. Here we go again. That looks pretty Earth-like, so I gotta go check it out now. Oh, never mind. It's a fairy planet. It's kind of a deceiving thing about when you see a planet from space, you're like, oh, it looks beautiful. Even though now it's more accurate than it used to be. Whereas the color, when you used to see it from space, it might be red, but you land, it might be blue or something. It's like, wait, that's deceiving. Let's go to my other portal. Well, I'm about to figure out that the archives thing. Is there any places I need to delete? Well, this is in a different galaxy, though. Far, far away. You know, back to the island retreat. I'll find a portal on this planet. Yeah, I kind of wish Hello Games would expand the base limits a little bit more. I think I need to look up to see if PS5 Pro Enhanced Edition has expanded base parts or not, or base building features. Because I noticed with PS4 Pro, when I got that, its base building dramatically was much better. Yeah, this planet looks even better now. Like, just beautiful. And I love the background music at this planet is so perfect for the environment, the aura. It's one, the underrated things about No Man's Sky is the procedurally generated background music based upon 65 Days of Static's albums. And that one soundtrack song of theirs is so good too. Whenever you accomplish anything epic, it'll kick that soundtrack in, and is it Dubante? Can't remember what the name of the song is. All I know is I bought their album after this game because it's a great album just to put on in the background. Nice. I wonder if I got any more neighbors. Let's see, you got my one neighbor there. Another one over there. What's over there? Ancient ruins. Well, there's my portal over here. Some visitors. Well, we'll go over, hang out at the pool and dock area here. Finish my pool. Do some laps quick. Okay, enough of that. See how the farm's doing. We got some milk and some leopard fruit. Well, I can make a lot of bread later on. Kind of wish they'd have like a bakery tech item that was a little faster baking stuff, Like a microwave. Put a microwave in here. Kind of cool. Maybe next update we can lay down too in our beds finally. Oh. Guess I'll have to sit down. I wonder where my starship got parked. Park that there. Okay, quick, gonna do some inventory management, aka I call it therapy for myself. Then I'm gonna call it a day here. Have some dinner and go touch some grass outside. Yeah, I found it's easier some days just to switch tabs than it is to arrow through. Oh, I don't need any of those. Yeah, I've come to the point where I think I have about everything. Yeah, I was trying to make stasis devices, but then I got bored of doing that. So, yeah, look how many units I have. I upgraded my Raza's ship slots. I had about, what was it, 190 million? I got about 7 ship storage slots out of that. So I always get a kick out of people, new players that are like, oh my god, this guy gave me 500 million units worth of stuff, it's gonna ruin my game. I'm just like, son, girl, you don't even know. You barely touched this game. You can burn through those units with freighter purchase and like 1 slot. And you know, why are you complaining? Just destroy it if you don't want it, you know. Those kind of people are the people that annoy me. That complain about getting something for free. It's like, really? That's what you're going to complain about? You must live a very unhappy life. Which I swear the world is just full of people that are unhappy in life and want to make sure everyone else is unhappy. I don't get those people, yo. I'm a happy, jolly dude, and I'm all about spreading the happy jolliness. World sucks already. Why are we trying to make it even worse, yo? Us humans and our competition. I think the funniest though is how us normals are competing with each other for no reason. Yeah, there's just something therapeutic to me about this. Just arranging things and moving, even though it's, you know, just tediousness. And it doesn't really matter, but it's just dopamine loops, man. I guess it's good when one can recognize their dopamine loop cycles. Prevents maybe major addictions? I think I need some more runaway mold. Ah, I shouldn't have bought all this stuff here. Ooh, a hurty-durty here. I'm kind of curious now if I turn off. I'm actually going to turn targets. Okay. Ooh, which one should I do? Prioritize. Okay. Image quality and stuff. Right. You know, I'm all about the prettiness. I'm going to keep a resolution. Well, maybe that's why it looks better, because I changed it to resolution. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I have a planet on this side of my view, and I have another planet on this side, and the sun sets right over here, and the sun rises right over here. So yeah, I kind of picked this spot purposely for these views. That's the view I basically picked this for. Actually, the sun would be probably like right like that. Just, I mean, look at that. Oh, jeez. So pretty. Okay, time to make some dinner. And on that note, peace out if anyone's out there. It's been real.